a Monday Night Raw review. I had to do it like that because I hadn't done it in a while. Oh my gosh. Look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. Raw has not been doing it for me. It's been pissing my ass off what they've been doing on this show. And I said it, that if they do stupid stuff, if it's bad enough, I'm going to have to review some of it. So this is my review. You can take it for what it is. If you don't like it, I understand. You can go to other people that's going to say that this show was amazing. I'm not going to say that. This show was not amazing. This show just is sad. Let's start with the Authors of Pain. They went up against Titus Worldwide. What did they actually get? 0. They need a manager. Next to that, they need to be on TV. They appeared on TV only a couple of times after Paul Ellery left. Done. I don't know if one of them got themselves in trouble. I don't know if just the writers didn't know what to do with them. They have not been seen for months. And then all of a sudden they come back. Now the question is, are they going to be used? Well, no. Look what they're doing. They're using them on the whipping boys of Titus O'Neil, on the Dana Brooke, who looked excellent. Oh my goodness. I'm not trying to be sexist, but she's an extremely beautiful woman with a very curvy body that no matter what she wears, she can wear a wet paper bag and it would still show how curvy she is. And the underutilized Apollo Crews, who really never had a chance to develop a character for the simple reason they needed bodies on the main roster from NXT. They threw him up there early before he even managed to develop anything. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, he just doesn't have any type of personality. The guy can't do anything. Like I said, Mr. Bob Backlund had no freaking personality. He got over because they packaged him right. It wasn't the fact that he had a personality or not. You can package the worst person in history properly, and he or she can get over every single time if you do it right. And they've not done it right with him. So these guys are not being used, the Authors of Pain. Titus Worldwide, which could be used much more effectively, is not being done, and it's just a waste. Let's go to the monsters in the room. What in the blue hell was Roman Reigns and Bobby Lashley? Look, I've heard some people, I forgot one guy recommended me somebody who I think he's from Jersey. He's a great reviewer. The guy's got huge amounts of hits. He got a huge amounts of views. And I do respect him. I don't totally agree with what he thinks about Bobby Lashley. Yes, Bobby can botch and botch bad. But he can do some good work too. And like I said, if you know how to package a person right, you can do it properly. Diesel was never really a great talent, but they knew how to package him right to a certain extent. And that's why he's a legend. It's not because he was bigger than anybody. It wasn't just the fact he knew how to kiss ass and suck dick. To a certain extent, they knew how to package him right, along with him sucking dick, kissing ass, and being a big guy. All of that added up to what you got. And when you see this situation, it's just, Bobby could have been treated better. They could have packaged him better. And you already know about Roman Reigns. Let's be honest. Right now, it's too late for Roman. Anyone else to say, well, they could do this or that? No. It's done. Roman Reigns will never get over as a face. It's just not going to happen. It's over. They had one chance to try and do something different with him. And they blown it. It doesn't matter if they turned him heel, which really wouldn't have made a difference. He's already heel. It doesn't matter if they kept him face. They could have just gone in a different direction and backed off. They refused to back off. They kept him a face, which it didn't really make a difference. He's already heel. So he's a waste on top of that. So they're writing bad for both of them. Extreme Rules, why do I care about Bobby Lashley and Roman Reigns? There's nothing there. Mind you, they're trying to show that Roman Reigns is rash, but he's already rash. We already know this. Let's move on. I did enjoy that the Revival did get over on Roman Reigns. I'm alright with that. I just hope they do something, unless they're being used as a plot device, which it looks like they are, so it don't mean anything. There you go. I want to say that I'm actually glad to see Mojo Rawley being utilized, at least for this moment against No Way Jose. I'm not a No Way Jose fan. Not because if he's Spanish, I don't like him. Not because I don't like Spanish music. I don't really care. I don't care if he was black, white, or Spanish. The gimmick is just played out. Being a dancer is played out. You got R-Truth Fandango. Come on. No Way Jose was extra they didn't need as a dancer. It doesn't matter if it's Spanish dancing or hip-hop dancing. It don't make a difference. You already got two other people. Now you got a third one. What do you gain? And you're not even talking about New Day. They dance too. So, I don't care about No Way Jose. But when it does come to Mojo Rawley, Mojo Rawley, I will say this. He's not a great talent, but he is doing a pretty good heel. Doesn't mean they're going to push him. Just at this moment, they're doing something with him. There's a good possibility they're going to push No Way Jose to a certain extent and bury the heel work that he's doing, which I think is actually pretty good. He's saying simply, I worked my ass off and sacrificed, and I turned. He didn't say he turned to Zack Ryder, but that's what he implied. I did what I had to get. Like, what'd you do? You just danced. That, I will say, wasn't bad. I did enjoy it. Now, I didn't want to watch the match. I did not want to watch that match. And I'm not talking about the Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins versus Drew and Dolph Ziggler. I'm not going to do a review of that. I'm talking about Nia Jax and Mickie James. When it came on, I turned away from it. I actually put on something else. But I got so angry that I had to turn it off. I turned it back on periodically, going back and forth until it was all over. And it just angered me. One, they're now having an Extreme Rules match at Extreme Rules, which is okay. If it was two regular women, it would be interesting. The only reason doing Extreme Rules match is to give Nia Jax the disadvantage and Alexa Bliss the advantage. That's the only reason they did it. And it's boring. Next, when it came, why is Nia Jax a face again? Why didn't Natalya come out to help her? Why? Oh, what? Explain to me. Explain. Please, someone down below, explain to me. It doesn't make a difference if you like Mickie James or not. It doesn't make a difference. You think she's the most ugliest woman on the planet or the most vivacious woman that exists. How come a 5-time champion of the WWE, who has been back for nearly almost about 2 years already, has not been used once as a champion? She has flipped back and forth like a freaking Alicia Fox, which I know has come back. We didn't even see it since she was seen with Kurt Angle. So it's just sad to see a Mickie James, who has such great ability, wasted on the main roster, wasted on the secondary roster of SmackDown Live. And I know people say SmackDown is the A show. Well, remember, it's only the A show when you use the people properly. And if Mickie James switches over and gets used properly and becomes champion, I'll say that it's the A show. At this moment, it ain't no A show unless a person that should be used is used. And Mickie James is not being used on Raw, so that means there's a good possibility she would not be used on SmackDown. It would be Charlotte who would get to shine over Mickie James. I want to see Asuka versus Mickie James. I want to see Naomi, my baby, go and work with a true veteran of the business so she can perfect her craft. I don't want to see her go up against Charlotte again where they both botched their asses off, and Naomi at the time when she did do it was semi-botchy. She's actually gotten better. But since the time of that botch that she had with Charlotte, that one match they had together, they have kept them separate. You tell me when on the main SmackDown roster have you seen those two go up against each other? You have not. They did it on purpose because Charlotte probably said, I don't want to work with her. Or Naomi said, I don't want to work with her because she botches too much. That is how it goes. That's just me. Now, 2 more things I'm going to talk about. I was right. Maybe I might use that title instead of the one I'm thinking about. I'm not sure. But look what happened. I said this stupid situation with Sasha and Bailey, they're doing a Team Hell No thing. I bet you they're going to do what happened with Kane and Daniel Bryan. Look who they're using, Dr. Shelby. And guess what? He can't stand that they're arguing. He did exactly the same thing that he did with Daniel Bryan and Kane, screaming at them both to shut the F up. I was right. I don't see this working. Just this alone, you could have had them fought one another. And then they both get fired. And Stephanie McMahon orders Kurt to do something to solve this problem. He cannot fire them both. So he has to make a match next week for Extreme Rules for one of them to be fired and go to SmackDown Live, which would be the wisest thing to do. Either Bailey goes to SmackDown Live or Sasha. I would say Sasha go to SmackDown Live because Bailey will probably stand a better chance on Raw. And I know I'm kind of pushing it, but you know what I mean. But this, I don't see it happening. I don't see this feud happening. Anyone thinks this feud is going to be hot shit? I don't see it. Because of this multiple segments. Not one segment. This multiple segment with Shelby shows me they're not going to do it. They're not. Finally, I think I'll use this title. Oh my shit. And I'm going to use it just like that. What? It's been in my face of seeing... I don't even know which image you're going to use, but it's in my face. Now take it away. What was this? I know people love Braun. They're hot for Braun. But here's the problem. For Braun to be doing stuff like this, that means they got to do filler until Brock Lesnar finally comes back and challenges him. Or better yet, until Brock Lesnar comes back and actually gets that Money in the Bank briefcase cashed in on him. Because at this time, there's no WWE Universal title. There isn't one. You only have the IC title. With Brock there is no title. There is no champion. There is no Money in the Bank. Doesn't matter, he's Monster in the Bank. There's no title. Unless he's going to cash in on the Intercontinental title, which he's not. He basically is no Monster in the Bank. He's a joke. But people don't see it that way. I do. So all of this stupidness with this filler with Kevin Owens is to distract everyone from the truth. You have no champion because the title will not be seen without Brock there. You can't cash in on the champion because there's no Brock Lesnar. So the guy that people love, that are hot for, in a Braun Strowman, is going to be in the most ridiculous, over-the-top skits they can think of to distract you from the truth that he is useless. They don't have any long-term storylines for him except for Money in the Bank. That's it. So when you see the situation with Braun and Kevin Owens, it's just a big waste of time. Yeah, it was funny. And I'm going, oh my shit, are you kidding me? And then he goes into the porta potty. And then I'm going, no, they're not going to do a skit with the porta potty. And then you see him dragging that damn thing into the main. I could not believe once he decided to start walking away from the porta potty when it was at the edge of the stage that he wasn't going to charge at it. And he charged at it, and that was it. The only thing that was a bit surprising was seeing that Kevin Owens was covered in blue liquid, which they use in airport porta potties, well, airport toilets, to keep everything sanitary. They better hope that was just food coloring and not the actual porta potty stuff without, and I repeat, without nothing in it. Because once you get that stain on you, that doesn't come out easily. That's got to be food coloring. I hope someone was smart enough to realize that. Because if they used the real stuff, one, it'll burn your skin. Two, it's incredibly hard to get out. It takes time. So this is what we got for this show. A ridiculous ending for a guy that has nothing to literally do but hold up calm down. You got Braun Strowman having nothing to do but hold up that Money in the Bank briefcase and hope the crowd would still cheer him. He's in my face. I'm just saying this. You can say I'm wrong. You can say I'm right. But just leave me a comment. Tell me how you guys feel, because that's how I feel. Have a good day. Have a good night. Peace.